Hi students, how are you all? I believe you are all keeping well. Stay home and stay safe. Well students, in our previous sessions we have already learned part 1 and part 2, rules for changing direct into indirect speech. In today's session we are going to learn few more rules which will help us to convert direct into indirect speech. Okay? Rule 7. While changing a question that begins with a helping word from direct to indirect, if or whether is used. The word order is if plus subject plus verb. Tense rule is as it is. Okay, so rule 7 is while changing a question that begins with a helping verbs like is, am, are, okay, were, did, do, all these are helping verbs, right? So if the sentence or the question begins with the helping word while changing direct into indirect speech, we have to use if or whether. Okay, we have to use if or whether, and the word order is if plus subject plus verb. Okay, if plus subject plus verb. And please remember, the tense rule is as it is. Okay, if the reporting verb is in simple present or simple future, the tense of the actual words of the speaker will not change. If the reporting verb is in the past tense, okay, the tense of the real words of the speaker will change. Okay, let's see some examples we'll understand better. Okay, boy said to the teacher, are you not going to teach us today? Boys said to the teacher, are you not going to teach us today? Now what is the reporting clause in the sentence? That's boys said to the teacher. Boys said to the teacher is the reporting clause. Now the reporting verb is in the past tense, is said. Okay. Now actual words of the speaker are you not going to teach us today? Are you not going to teach us today? Okay, now if it's actually in questioning form, right? Now when we make it as a sentence, please understand it is in present continuous tense. Okay, you are not going to teach us today. Okay, so please understand, if the reporting verb is in the past tense, we have to change the tense of the actual words of the speaker, right? So present continuous changes into past continuous tense, and remember we have to use if or whether. Okay, so the answer is boys asked the teacher if he was not going to teach them that day. Okay, us becomes them, today becomes that day. Okay, today becomes that day. Fine. Boys asked the teacher if he was not going to teach them that day. Clear? Let's see one more example. The lady said to us, will you attend the party today? The lady said to us, will you attend the party today? Okay, now if you observe, the reporting clause contains the reporting verb as past tense. Okay, the reporting verb is in past tense, and the actual words of the speaker are in simple future. Okay, they are in simple future, and you already learned will becomes would. Okay, and we have to use if. Let's try it. The lady asked us, the lady asked us if we would attend the party that day. Okay, will becomes would, today becomes that day. Clear? So the lady asked us if we would attend the party that day. Okay, you becomes we. Clear? The lady asked us if we would attend the party that day. Fine. Let's see one more example. She said to me, is he an honest man? Is he an honest man? She said to me is a reporting clause. Okay, she said to me is a reporting clause. Is he an honest man is a real words of the speaker. He is an honest man. That is a sentence, that is in simple present. Okay, but it is written in a question form, right? Now Since it is in simple present, you have changed that into simple past. So how will you write? She asked me if he was an honest man. Is becomes was. Okay? If plus subject plus verb. She asked me if he was an honest man. Clear? Let's see one more example. The boy said to the shopkeeper. The boy said to the shopkeeper, do you sell sweets? Do you sell sweets? Okay. Now the boy said to the shopkeeper is a reporting clause and it contains the past tense said as a reporting verb. Okay. So we have to change the real words of the speaker tense. Okay. And do you sell sweets is actually simple present tense. Okay. We have to write it in simple past now. Let's try it. The boy asked the shopkeeper if he sold sweets. Sell becomes sold. Okay. So the boy asked the shopkeeper if he sold sweets. Is it clear? Do you sell sweets? You sell sweets, right? Okay, that is actually simple present tense. You have to change that into simple past. So if he sold sweets, the boy asked the shopkeeper if he sold sweets. Clear? Let's see one more example. The fox said to the crow. The fox said to the crow is a reporting verb, and the actual words of the speaker are the grapes sour? Are the grapes sour? Are the real words of the speaker. Okay, and the reporting verb in the reporting clause is said, right? It is in past tense. Are the grapes sour is a sentence in simple present. Okay, the grapes are sour. Okay, so we have to convert that simple present tense into simple past. Okay, let's try it. The fox asked the crow if the grapes were sour. Okay, are becomes were. Okay, the fox asked the crow if the grapes were sour. Clear? The father said to his son, do you hear a noise? The father said to his son, do you hear a noise? The father said to his son is a reporting clause. Do you hear a noise is the actual words of the speaker. Okay, and the actual words of the speaker are in simple present. And we have the reporting word said as past tense. Okay, so we have to convert this simple present tense into simple past using if plus subject plus verb. Okay, let's try it. The father asked his son if he heard a noise. Heard becomes heard. Okay, the father asked his son if he heard a noise. Clear? Yes, the father asked his son if he heard a noise. He said to the passerby, do you need my help? He said to the passerby, do you need my help? Okay, now he said to the passerby is the reporting clause. Said is a reporting verb in past tense. Okay, do you need my help is in simple present tense. So we have to change that simple present tense into simple past. Need becomes needed. Okay, let's try it. He asked the passerby if he needed his help. Okay, now this passerby could be either he or she. We can write, either he or she. There is no worry. Okay, it's not mentioned. Fine. So it could be either male or female. Here I have taken it as a male. So we write, he asked the passerby if he needed his help. Okay, clear? If we use feminine gender, he asked the passerby if she needed his help. Clear? If she needed his help. Okay. You said to her, will you come to my house today? You said to her, will you come to my house today? Now, you said to her is a reporting clause. Said is a reporting verb. Will you come to my house today is a simple future. You will come to my house today. Okay, fine. So it is in simple future. Now, please understand will becomes would. Right? Now, you asked her, if she would come to your house that day. My house becomes your house. Okay, today becomes that day. Will becomes would. Clear? You asked her, you said to her becomes, it's inquiring, right? Asking. So you use the reporting word asked. Okay, you asked her if she would come to your house that day. Okay, if she would come to your house that day. Clear? She said to her, can you solve my problem? She said to her, can you solve my problem? She said to her is a reporting clause. Okay, can you solve my problem is the actual words of the speaker. Okay, it's in simple present tense. And you have already learned can becomes could, right? Now, she asked her, she said to her become, she asked her if she could solve her problem. Whose problem? Her problem, right? So you write if plus subject plus verb. Okay, if she could solve her problem, my problem becomes her problem. Okay, she asked her if she could solve her problem. Fine. I said to her, will you keep quiet for some time? I said to her, will you keep quiet for some time? Now, I said to her is a reporting clause. Said is a reporting verb in past tense, right? Now, will you keep quiet for some time is in simple future. Will becomes would. Please keep in mind. Okay. Now, I asked her if she would keep quiet for some times. Okay. Will becomes would. You. Okay. To whom I'm asking? Her, right? So, you becomes she. I asked her if she would keep quiet for some time. I asked her if she would keep quiet for some time. Clear? Well, students, I believe we have understood Rule 7. Okay, Rule 7 is that while changing a question that begins with a helping verb. Okay, helping verbs we have seen is, was, were, do, did. Okay, so while changing a question that begins with the helping verb from direct to indirect, if or whether is used. Okay, and the structure is if plus subject plus verb. Okay, and tense rule is as it is. If the reporting verb is in simple present or simple future, we will have to write as it is. There is no change of tense of the actual words of the speaker. But if the reporting verb is in past tense, we will have to change accordingly. Okay, do you understand? Well, Rule 8, while changing a question that begins with a question word. Okay, we have question words like what, where, when, why, all WH word questions. Okay, so while changing a question that begins with a question word from direct to indirect speech, we don't use if or whether. Okay, if or whether is not used. Instead, we will have to convert a question into statement. Okay, and the word order is like this: question word plus subject plus verb. Okay, please understand, if the actual words of the speaker begin with WH word questions or question words, we will have to convert that question into statement. Okay, we don't write as a question, we convert that question into statement. And please understand, we don't use if or whether, and the word order is question word plus subject plus verb. Okay, let's see some examples, we'll understand better. He said to me, what are you doing? He said to me, what are you doing? He said to me is the reporting clause and the verb is in past tense, said. Okay, and what is the question here? What are you doing? The actual words of the speaker are beginning with WH word question, right? What are you doing? And please understand, we will have to convert the question into statement when we change direct to indirect. Okay, and the word order is question word plus subject plus verb. Okay, now we write it like he said to me, he asked me what I was doing. What are you doing becomes what I was doing. You don't write what I were doing, no. What I was doing. Okay? Let's see one more example. She said to me, what is your name? She said to me, what is your name? Reporting verb is in past tense, okay? And the actual words of the speaker are beginning with WH word question. Okay? Please understand, the question is in simple present tense. We will have to convert it into simple past in statement, not as a question. Okay? Now, she asked me what my name was. Okay, your name. Okay, my name is becomes was. Okay, she asked me what my name was. What is a question word? My name is a subject, was is a verb. Okay, so the order is question word, subject and verb. What? Question. My name is a subject. Was is a verb. Clear? So she asked me what my name was, because what is her name is in simple present tense. We'll have to change it into simple past. Clear? David said to me, how are you? David said to me, how are you? David said to me is a reporting clause. And what is a reporting verb in a reporting clause? It's a said. Okay. Now how are you? How are you is simple present tense. We'll have to change that into simple past in statement, not in question. Okay, now David asked me. David said to me becomes David asked me. Okay, when we ask questions, we don't say, right? We ask questions, right? So David asked me how I was. Okay, how are you? How are you? How I was. Okay, do you understand? They said to me, where have you gone? They said to me, where have you gone? Please understand, they said to me is a reporting clause containing said as a reporting verb in past tense. Okay, and see the actual words of the speaker are beginning with the WH word question, right? Where have you gone? It's which tense is this? It's actually present perfect. So present perfect changes into past perfect. Okay, present perfect changes into past perfect. Please keep in mind the sentence order. Okay, a question word, subject and verb. Okay, now let's try it. They asked me where I had gone. Have becomes had. Okay, you becomes I. They asked me where I had gone. It's clear, right? They asked me where I had gone. Where is a question word. I is the subject. Had gone is a verb in perfect tense, past perfect. It's clear, right? Teacher told her, why did you fail the exam? Teacher told her, why did you fail the exam? Why did you fail the exam is actually past tense. Okay, we have to change that past tense into past perfect, right? Past tense into past perfect, because told is the reporting verb in past tense. Okay, let's try it. The teacher asked her why she had failed the exam. Okay, we have to change simple past tense into past perfect, right? Yes, now you failed the exam. Okay, who failed? She, right? So we write she had failed. Past perfect. Let's see the sentence order. Why is the question word? She is a subject. Had failed is a verb. Okay. Did we get the structure? Why is a question word, she is the subject, had failed is a verb in past perfect, because the actual words of the speaker are in simple past. We have to change the simple past tense into past perfect. Clear? So the teacher asked her why she had failed the exam. Okay. I asked her, what were you eating? I asked her, what were you eating? Now see, the actual words of the speaker are in past continuous tense. Okay, you were eating. Okay, past continuous tense changes into past perfect continuous tense. Okay, past perfect continuous tense, because the actual words of the speaker are in past continuous tense. Okay, simple. I asked her, is the reporting clause containing past tense form of reporting verb, that is asked. Okay, what were you eating is past continuous tense. We have to change past continuous tense into past perfect continuous tense. Okay, now let's try. I asked her what she had been eating. Okay, what is a question word? She is a subject. Had been eating is past perfect continuous tense, because the actual words of the speaker are in past continuous tense. So we have to change into past perfect continuous tense. Okay. Let's try one more. He said to her, how will you help me? He said to her, how will you help me? Okay, now he asked her how he would help her. Okay, helping whom? Her, right? So, question word, subject, and verb. How is a question word? He is the subject. Would help is a verb. Okay, so he asked her how he would help her. Me becomes her. Clear? He asked her how he would help her. The student said, how can I buy this book? The student said, how can I buy this book? Okay, the student is a speaker, right? The student said is a reporting clause and said is a reporting verb. Okay, now what did the student say? How can I buy this book? How can I buy this book? You have already learned in your previous session, can becomes could, right? So please remember the order: question word, subject, and verb. Okay, now let's try. The student asked how he could buy that book. This becomes that. Okay, the student asked how he could buy that book. Okay, how is the question word, he is a subject, could buy is the verb. Okay. Well, students, we have done with rule 8. Okay, rule 8 is while changing a question that begins with the question word from direct to indirect, if or whether is not used. Okay, instead, the word order is question word plus subject plus verb. Okay, and please remember, when we convert direct into indirect, the question format will change into statements. Okay, clear? Well, students, let's begin with the rule 9. Rule 9, while changing a sentence that represents a universal truth from direct to indirect, the tense of the sentence is not to be changed, though the reporting verb is in the past tense. Okay? Because previously we have learned, if the reporting verb is in the past tense, we will have to change the tense of the sentence, the actual words of the speaker, right? But when it comes for the universal truths, we are not supposed to change the tense of the universal truths. They remain as they are, even though the reporting verb is in the past tense. Okay, let's see some examples, you will understand better. The teacher said to the students, the sun rises in the east. The teacher said to the students, the sun rises in the east. Okay, now the reporting clause is the teacher said to the students. The teacher said to the students is a reporting clause, and the reporting verb is said. Okay, said is a past tense, right? Now, the actual words of the speaker are the sun rises in the east. Okay, it is universal truth. It's universal truth. So already we have learned the rule is that the universal truths will not undergo the change of tense. Okay, even though the reporting verb is in the past tense, we do not change the tense of the universal truths. Okay, so the teacher told the students that the sun rises in the east. Okay, the teacher told the students that the sun rises in the east. See, we have not changed the tense of the universal truth, or the speaker's actual words. Let's see one more example. The teacher said wood floats on the water. Wood floats on the water. Okay, the teacher said is a reporting clause, and the reporting verb is in the past tense, but the actual words of the speaker are the universal truth, that is wood floats on the water. Okay, wood floats on the water. So we write teacher said that wood floats on the water. We are not changing the tense of the actual words of the speaker because they are, or the sentence is the universal truth. Clear? Let's see one more example. The teacher said honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy. Okay, the reporting verb is in the past tense. Since it is universal truth, we are not going to change the tense of the actual words of the speaker. What are the actual words of the speaker here? Honesty is the best policy. And honesty is the best policy is actually universal truth. Okay, so we write like this. The teacher said that honesty is the best policy. The teacher said that honesty is the best policy. Clear? Let's see one more example. The teacher said the earth moves round the sun. The earth moves round the sun is actually the universal truth, right? Now the reporting word said is in past tense, but since the actual words of the speaker are, the universal truth, so we write as it is without making changes in the tense. Okay, but making necessary changes. The teacher said that the earth moves round the sun. The teacher said that the earth moves round the sun. Clear? Well, students, I believe you have understood Rule 9. Rule 9 is while changing a sentence that represents a universal truth from direct to indirect, the tense of the sentence is not to be changed even though the reporting verb is in the past tense. Okay? Even though the reporting verb is in the past tense, we do not change the universal truth's tense while changing from direct to indirect. Clear? Let's move to the rule number 10. While changing an exclamatory sentence of direct to indirect speech, it is to be changed into an ordinary statement. Okay, now exclamatory sentences express certain emotions and feelings. Okay, they can be either a positive or negative. Okay, they may indicate either happiness or sadness, right? So while changing an exclamatory sentence of direct to indirect speech, it is to be changed into an ordinary statement. Okay, exclamation to ordinary statement. Okay, now verbs expressing exclamations like exclaimed, cried out, wished, those verbs can be used. Okay, let's see some examples. He said, "Hurrah, my friend has come." He said, "Hurrah, my friend has come." Okay, now the reporting clause is he said. Said is a reporting verb. Now the actual words of the speaker are in exclamation. Hurrah, my friend has come. Okay, and we follow the same rule of changing the tense when the reporting verb is in the past tense. Okay, but exclamation changes into ordinary statement. Fine. Now, he exclaimed joyfully that his friend had come. Okay, my friend has come. Okay, his friend had come. Present perfect to past perfect. Okay. The boy said, "Ha, I'm undone." The boy said, "Ha, I'm undone." The boy exclaimed sorrowfully that he was undone. I am undone becomes he was undone. Okay? I am undone becomes he was undone. Okay? The boy said, "Ha, my kite is high up in the air." The boy said, "Ha, my kite is high up in the air." Okay, the boy said is a reporting clause. Said is a reporting verb. Now the actual words of the speaker are, "Ha, my kite is high up in the air." Whose kite? The boy's kite. Okay, so you write, the boy exclaimed with joy, or you can write the boy exclaimed. Okay, the boy exclaimed with joy that his kite, whose kite? My kite becomes his kite. Okay, his kite was high up in the air. Okay, my kite is high up in the air becomes his kite was high up in the air. Okay, his kite was high up in the air. My kite becomes his kite. Is becomes was. Clear? Let's see one more example. They said, "Oh, we have won the match." They said, "Oh, we have won the match." They said as a reporting clause. Said is a reporting verb. Okay, and the actual words of the speaker is, "Oh, we have won the match." We have won. We have won is a present perfect. We have to change that into past perfect. Okay, we becomes they. Fine. Now, they exclaimed joyfully that they had won the match. Okay, we have won the match becomes they had won the match. Present perfect changes into past perfect tense. They had won the match. Well, students, I believe you have understood today's session. Okay, let's once again recall what we have learned today. Okay, rule 7 is, while changing a question that begins with a helping word from direct to indirect, if or whether is used. Okay, so the word order is if plus subject plus verb. Okay, tense rule is as it is. If the reporting verb is in simple present or simple future, the tense of the real words of the speaker we do not change. Okay, but if the reporting verb is in the past tense, we will have to make the necessary changes to the tenses that you have already learned it, right? Eighth rule, while changing a question that begins with a question word, like what, where, when, how, okay, those when we change from direct to indirect, if or whether is not used. Okay, and please remember we will have to convert the questions into statements, and the word order is question word plus subject plus verb. Okay, the ninth rule, while changing a sentence that represents universal truth, please remember universal truths, we do not make any change of tense even though the reporting verb is in the past tense. Okay, so while changing a sentence that represents a universal truth from direct to indirect, the tense of the sentence is not to be changed though the reporting verb is in the past tense. Okay. The last rule 10, while changing exclamatory sentence of direct to indirect, it is to be changed into an ordinary statement. Exclamatory sentence changes into ordinary statement, and we can use exclamation verbs like exclaimed, cried out, wished, etc. Well, students, I believe you have understood today's session, right? the four rules of changing from direct to indirect speech. Okay, see you in the next session. Till then, take care. Bye.